Questions and comments. The Honourable Member for Edmonton Strathcona.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the member's speech just now, she spoke about October 7th. That was a horrific day. We all agree that that was a horrendous terrorist act that was perpetrated against Israel. But it's not where it started. I think we can all agree that things have happened, that there has been conflict in that region for a very, very long time. And I know that the ICJ has brought forward a ruling that has said that the occupation of the West Bank by Israel is illegal. I would like to know from this member what the Conservative Party's position is with regards to international law. Does the Conservative Party of Canada and this member support the ICC and the ICJ in all circumstances, not just pick and choosing as we have seen from other administrations?
Honourable Member for Calgary Nose Hill.
The Conservative Party of Canada absolutely supports international law. That's why we reject and we abjectly denounce and condemn Iran, the terrorist genocide regime in Tehran, sending missiles onto innocent civilians in Israel. Or Hamas murdering thousands of Jews. That sounds like a pretty big violation of international law to me. So yeah, I reject that. I absolutely reject all of that. And we need international law to enforce things like UN Security Resolution 1701, which it has clearly failed to do. The UN has failed to enforce any law that would protect the right of Israel to exist. What the member opposite has consistently failed to do is start her questions by saying, I support the right of Israel to exist, and I reject the regime in Iran and all their terrorist proxies and the terrorist activities that they have subjected Jews and the entire Middle Eastern region to for years, and Canadians and Americans and countless others that they've blown up in terrorist attacks that are what? Direct violations of international law.
Questions and comments. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I always appreciate the speech of the members from the member of Calgary Nose Hill. The ICJ has ruling not on the West Bank, but on the genocide claim, has been cited multiple times by the member for Edmonton Strathcona. I want to quote from a BBC article. The interpretation that the court had included the claim that Israel was committing genocide in Gaza was plausible was disputed and discounted by Joan Donoghue, the president of the ICJ at the time of that ruling. She said in a BBC interview that was not what the court had ruled. Can I ask the Honourable Member for Calgary Nose Hill if she has any knowledge of that allegation and how it's being interpreted by the NDP versus what it is in reality?
Member for Calgary Nose Hill.
Well, here's what I know is not up to debate. The terrorist regime in Tehran has said, death to all Jews, end to the state of Israel. That sounds like a genocidal intent to me. Then you have Hamas, which said death to all Jews. And then they decided to kill a few thousand Jews and then said, no, we still want to kill a bunch more Jews and we don't want Israel to exist. And their supporters, including those here in Canada, mourn. They are out there essentially saying that what happened on October the 7th is justified. To me, that's genocidal activity. That's what this place needs to be concerned with, and we need to support Israel in its right to defend itself.